So I was sitting in a staff meeting and we were talking about how to support our LGBTQ students. I was holding this paper in my hand and it had all the terms of LGBTQ community. And suddenly it was like time stood still. My heart started beating, my palms were clammy, my mind was racing because in that moment I had this epiphany and I was making all of these connections. And I knew the staff meeting was going on around me and I could hear my colleagues, their voices around me, but I was so focused on this one moment. And for the first time in my life, at age 46, married, 3 kids, I realized I'm not straight. And I knew in that moment everything was going to change. In one short year, I was divorced and partnered with an incredible woman who not only loves me and supports me and accepts me fully for who I am, but for the first time, I was comfortable in my own body. And where I got to at that point, that's my road to finding my freedom. Because I was raised in a small town. I married my high school sweetheart. We raised 3 kids to be young adults. I was this dutiful minister's wife for years, and I came to understand after some time that I was really a part of a church culture that was quite toxic and oppressive. I realized in that time that other people were directing my life and I was letting them, instead of trusting my own internal compass. And I had this longing during that time that I was in this church. I had this longing, and I couldn't articulate what that longing was, but it was an ache. And every time I tried to step out, do something a little bit differently, if I did it too differently, I was kind of shuffled back in line. But that longing kept coming, and I kept pushing it down so that I would stay in line, and it kept bubbling up until I just couldn't deny it anymore. Unraveling 40 years of being the good girl, being the submissive wife, the obedient churchgoer, was grueling work. Telling my husband, my kids, my parents about my sexuality was probably the most terrifying and also the most liberating. And amazingly, their responses were better than I could have imagined. And it was because of that I realized that nothing else really mattered. I am free to be me, fully me, to discover me. So what freedom means to me is owning my life, like really owning my life for the first time. It's not giving my power away, my choices away anymore to anyone. It's not quieting my voice to appease others. It's getting myself unstuck from situations and people and my own beliefs that kept me small and feeling insignificant. What freedom means to me is living completely and unapologetically me.